everyone, Billie. Good day to you all. Thank you for joining me at Billie Holman Creations. I am going to make some square coasters today. I have a couple of friends that do crossword puzzles along with myself. I do them every morning with my coffee, and I have laminated some puzzles from the back of the book on the answer sheets. So what I'm going to do is I've mixed up 8 ounces of resin. I'm not sure how far this will go, but I have 4 other molds of the same kind, so I have a total of 10 altogether. And what I'm going to do is pour black in the frame. These coasters have a squared frame around them, so my plan is to do a coat of black just right close to the top of the inside. Then once that sets, I'll do a clear coat in the middle, place one of these upside down, and then once that cures and it's set, we'll just finish the bottom with black resin. So this should be fairly simple. The only problem I have personally is I would like to have some bigger cups this size that I don't. I use these for measuring, but I'm going to go ahead and color inside of this old bowl I've been using for mixing my resins. I did wear my mask today. What I'm using will be in the description box below. I also have a Eden Pure air cleanser or air cleaning unit in my little craft room here. No windows are open because we're in the 20s today. Before I do that, let me pause a minute. I'm gonna put a little heat on this, and what I've discovered in my last videos, and I'm probably repeating myself now, is it's very loud, and being so close to my telephone speakers, it's annoying. So when you watch me with my heat gun, I'm going to turn the volume off just because it's obnoxious and I don't think you need to hear it. Oh, I'm stuck on something here. All right, let me just get the bubbles out real quick and then we'll mix. Okay, that got a few from the top. I warmed my wet resin up somewhat this morning. Not a lot. I have a little heater in this room, and I just set my containers by the heater. Not far enough, not close enough to be unsafe. So believe me, I was trying to be very safe. So I'm going to use this color paste. It's black, which I got from, oh God, Just For You Resin UK, which now ships to the United States. So I just lost my little stick. I have several here, so I'm going to put a little black paste. I guess this is more of a dye than a paste. What I have been using too is, you know, my paint, good old acrylic paint. And I don't know if I put a little pinata ink in here, if it will give it a little glisten or shine. This is still pretty opaque, but I think once black sets on black, it gets pretty dark. But let's just put a little bit of my pinata Mantillo black in here. Just a few drops. It'll come out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's call that good. That was almost 6. So this will be an easy coaster set. I'm not going to add any glitter or anything like that. Just going to try to get it mixed well. It's still pretty opaque. I'm about out of black acrylic paint, but Let's put a little drop or don't fall. Drop or two in there. Stay there. Hi everyone. Well, as luck would have it, I lost the section of this video that showed me pouring the black ink into the frames of these coasters. So I went through my phone and I deleted almost everything so I have enough storage to continue taking my videos. And I guess if it keeps happening, I'm just going to have to ask Santa for a nice camera. Anyhow, I finished this up, all 10 of them, and got to thinking. I said it would be easy, but I'm going to put a little twist into it now because, you know, my slogan is recycled and renewed. So what I have is I grabbed some old pencils, cut them down to 3 1/8, sharpened them, cleaned them up, and also found these little miniature books I had, little tiny books. So now my thought is, what if we pretend this is the other side? What if we have our puzzle with a pencil and a little book? I think I'm going to do that. I tried to make little glasses out of wire, but that didn't work out. And I used to have some tiny, tiny eyeglasses, which would have been great, but they're long gone. So let's do that. I have these little miniatures from Michael's, is where I got the little books. And I'm going to go ahead, put a thin layer of clear resin down. Then I'm going to actually add the pencil first because it is the thickest. And then it'll be another thin layer to add the book, so you can have the dimension of the pencil being a little taller than the book, which leads to the back, which would be the puzzle. So I mixed up some clear resin and I did 8 ounces. So I'm going to go ahead and pour that down and get right back to you. Okay? Thanks. Well, that worked out perfectly. So I have my layer down. I did use my heat gun on some bubbles. I see just a few that we can get rid of. You know, I also found out, I guess I should have went around the edges. Sometimes when I'm looking to see that I've got all the bubbles or that there's no hairs or anything left in, you know, that's fallen in my resin, lint or dust or anything like that, I have found, hold on one more second, I have found that a little flashlight works great. Don't know where I had this, it was in a drawer, but like so, I can just skim across the resin like this, and I can see that there is a piece of fuzz there and another piece there. It's quite handy. I mean, it really helps. Oh, that is a hair. But I can see what is fallen in there. Oh, that's a good one. So you might just grab a little flashlight, and that one's stubborn. Oh, there it is. And go over your pour to see if anything has fallen in there. Look at this, and I can see more bubbles. Very helpful. Oh, there's a speck of something. I'm just going to move it into the dark area along with this bubble. If I can turn it off. Oh, come on. There we go. Just a little hint. All right, so I'm going to do the pencils. And what I've discovered is I need to pretty much center the pencil so I don't get the lead over the edge, because then if I pour the black background, our lead will be lost. So I am just going to visually center these in the resin. Double check that they are not gonna lose the lead. I guess I want to put the better side down. We don't need the print on there. And then another thin layer. Well, after this sets, then it will be a perfect time to set down the little books. I didn't get this one sharpened very well, but we're going to make it so it shows like it's been sharpened. Just a little something extra. So we've got green. I thought the little green books would look good with the green one. Green pencils. And there's a blue one. There's little blue books. Stuck my finger in it. Anyway, you get the idea. So I'll do the other 4. Check for bubbles again, and I will see this. I will see this, and I will also see you when this resin sets. How about that? So until then, enjoy the rest of your day. See you soon. Bye. Hi everyone, I'm back with our coasters. These have been setting about 8 hours, and they're a bit tacky, but I think we can go ahead and place, oh, I see a hair, place our little booklets inside so they will stay. So quickly, I don't know if I told you, I sealed these with some clear glue so they would be waterproof in our resin. So I'm just going to press gently so they're not going to move as we go along and pour the next layer of resin, and I'm just going to set them, well, just as I said, they shouldn't move. This one might want to move. Well, we'll have to jiggle that one, and hopefully there won't be bubbles. Anyway, wasn't sure what else to do with those, so I thought, perfect idea. Maybe the ones in the other tray. Well, we might have to do some maneuvering, but I'm just going to set them here, almost in similar positions, but we have our little, I guess we'll call this a word dictionary to go along with our crossword puzzles. And I do have the little tray here also. Just pop some in. Here's a little red book. A little red book. Set that in. And a little blue book. Just trying to look to see which side doesn't have obvious glue on it. So that's putting those to use. So let me pour some resin on these. And I think the book is now about level with the pencil, so we should be able to go ahead and put our crossword puzzles right on top of that. So let me go ahead and do a little pour here. I want to save a little resin inside the big bowl here because if I do lay the crosswords down that have been laminated, I'd like to dip them in resin first before you lay them down, because it seems to me you have less bubbles that way, and I might not have made enough resin. Let's work with these and see how far I can go, because I can always finish those up in a little bit. So let's see, I guess I'll just use this to smooth this out. Yeah, our little book's not going to go anywhere. I'd like to get it as high as a pencil. Because if we can nip that in the bud, then all we need to do is one more layer of the black, which I can do tomorrow. Okay, we're going to swap out for the other ones. Let me give these a little, first of all, let me wipe this out because I may not get to this one today. So let me give this a little air, heat. Get over there. This could probably use a little more. Well, it's on there. And our little books aren't floating, so that's good. Go around the edge. I always feel like I'm racing against time. It makes me nervous. I guess maybe it's because I'm still lacking some confidence in working with resin. But it'll come to me. Like I said, I'm new, and if you're new, we can go through this together, and it doesn't matter because we are making progress. Cover that pencil. I'm glad these are a deep mold, because initially I thought I would have to, take a sander to the pencils and thin them down a little, but then I wasn't sure, oh my gosh, how would I get over this metal? Unless I had pencils without the metal and the eraser. If that was the case, I have some of those erasers you put on the ends of your pencils. We could have done it that way. But I think I'm going to go ahead and place some of these down. Let me get this spoon out of here, and I'll show you what I mean when I dip them. So, tweezers. I'm gonna dip. So I think having the resin already on these helps. It'd help more if there was more in this pan or pot. But if I get that covered, it just seems easier to slide them. Oh, don't drop it. In or onto that. Try to get it had more resin maybe. A little, I'll use my fingers, give it a little swish. See if that looks about square. Bubble. And it really doesn't matter if the back of this is not covered completely because we'll have the black over that. Oh, I wish I made more resin at this point in time. I might just have to go ahead and do it differently, but let me keep trying. Just this one here on my new little YouTube channel. Like I said, I'm having fun with it. So please hit the like button, subscribe. If you hit the little bell, you'll be notified when I put out another video. And everything I'm using is in the description below the video. And I've also started a Instagram account, so I'm posting a few things on there. It's pretty much just the videos I've completed. And what else can I tell you? I'm just having a good time. Really having a good time. Well, let's see, I've got about 1/8 of an inch left. That's a gap under there for the black backs. So what I will do, I'm going to probably pour this on these to make sure they're held down well. I will mix up some more resin, finish the other 6. Can't believe that all that resin went so quickly. Then I could save you the time and I can just do the black tomorrow and then we can have the reveal. Let's just go with that idea. I will finish these off. You've seen the procedure or the way I'm trying to do this. And maybe by tomorrow evening, if I can get this done early in the morning, maybe tomorrow evening we can demold and see what we have. Oh, I know what else I was going to say when it comes to my channel. Don't I? Do I? Gosh, it was on the tip of my tongue. Must not have been important. Don't you just hate that? Oh, I think it's the age thing. Hope I'm not losing it, folks. Hope I'm not losing it. But that just went way over my head. Way over my head. I'm trying to picture what it was I was going to say. Don't know. So that's just how it is in my world sometimes, you know. But I don't think I'm alone. Anyway, I will catch up with you hopefully tomorrow evening when the black is on the back. It has set to where I can demold these and we'll see how this turns out. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm back with our crossword puzzle coasters. I left off telling you that I would put a black coat on the back. But needless to say, I did not make a very good opaque black. So as you can see, we can see right through that, but we can fix it. Other than that, let's reveal and hope that we don't have any air bubbles or any weird things happening to these. They're sharp, so I'll have to clean the edges a little bit. But I do love these moles. Oh my goodness. Oh, a few bubbles, but oh my gosh. I think they're just adorable. They didn't shift too badly. I know one did shift because I could see the back side of it, but I think they're adorable. You're not gonna see very many like this, but I'd sure like you to try to make some. Oh no, big bubbles, but can I say, I guess it adds character. Maybe somebody was crying and that's teardrops because they couldn't get the puzzle right. Let's hope there's no more big bubbles like that. Let's just hope. Couple, but oh darn, I thought I had that pretty much under control. And they're big bubbles, aren't they? Let's see what's... Oh my goodness. No bubble. But something happened here with the little book. Something happened right there. I don't know what. I think maybe that's the glue that I covered them with. Other than that, that one's pretty good shape. Yeah, those are tiny, tiny bubbles from the glue. I'll bet on that. Well, we have 6 more to go, so let's see. Cross your fingers, cross your fingers. I'd like at least a nice set of 4. Oh, better. Couple bubbles. Spot right there where the resin didn't sit down completely. But anyway, I hope you like the idea. This one is the one that shifted. I can see from the back side it shifted. See, it went kind of cockeyed, and we have one big bubble. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I may have told you in a previous video that when I do my art fairs with my antlers and things, I have little goodie gift bags for my customers, and you know, if they purchase something from me, I'm inclined to give them a gift, and these would be something I could use for that. They're unusual, out of the ordinary, but they're not quite perfect, and I'm not throwing them away. I'm not gonna throw them away. Let's see this one. Oh my gosh, look at that. 2, pardon my nails, I was staining this morning. 2 little bubbles, and that's it. That's as close to perfect. That one's close to perfect. Let's see. Oh, must have done something right. Look at that. Tiny bubbles you can hardly see. But I think those are so sweet, so sweet. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Last one. Oh, a little bubble. Little bubble and a little glitz there. But that's okay. That's okay. And I don't know if you can see through the camera, but see the translucency here. Or we didn't get the complete black. That's all right. That's all right. I have a plan. I have a plan. And that plan is paint. Black paint. once I check my edges, make sure they're nice and smooth so no one can get cut. Actually, it's nice we didn't get bubbles on the sides either too badly. Black paint. And look at these Cork Squares I bought off of Amazon. They're perfect. I think, what are they, 4? I want to say 4 by 4. Those go right on the back. And it doesn't quite cover up, you know, the edges, but if I would have went a little more opaque, we'd have been fine. But I'm going to trim my edges, make sure they're smooth, and then I'll get to painting the backs, and we'll see how that looks. Okay? Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in a little while. Bye. Hi everyone, I'm back with our coasters. Like I said before, I would paint the backs black. I have 2 coats of paint on the back here. I wanted to say, if these would have turned out perfectly, as I was hoping, without the bubbles, I would have taken the time to do a top coat just around the edges here, to smooth, they're smooth, but just to finish them off, you know, to make them actually completely finished. But I'm not going to take the time to do that because they aren't as perfect as I hoped. So this is the last one I need to do, and I showed you these squares that I got from Amazon. They're, I'd say, 1/8 of an inch thick. They're perfect for coasters. They also have round ones, but I have not ordered any of those yet. Very simple. It's got a really good adhesive to it, and they fit great. So it's just a matter of I tend to line up the bottom and the sides the best I can. Lay it down. Good press. There's a little ridge there. Sometimes I can get it perfect, sometimes I can't. So, but the back still looks good. All I need to do is take my blade and give it a trim. And there we have it. Some really unique coasters with the crossword puzzle pencils and little dictionaries for you. I will say thank you for joining me on this project. Hope to see you on the next one, and please subscribe, hit the like button, and ring the bell. And we'll see you next time. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.